Not
Welcome
sponsored
back,
by Domino's.
everyone, to the Unholy Trinity podcast today.
Food reviews.
The what?
The Unholy Trinity food review.
The food. Today's is a special episode. We have food reviews going on live.
Foot
Yeah.
rev.
Coming to you from the mouth of Mr. Jack Moriyama.
I love that coming from the mouth.
It's
Yeah,
not got white sauce though. It's blood.
Mayo.
mate, we've got.
It's blood. He's
Yeah, we got
ejaculating
mayo.
blood.
I think we got mayo.
Oh, from the sausage in it.
Yeah.
Should I say this?
In the first 10 seconds of, not 10 seconds, first 10 minutes of the video.
Of the YouTube video?
Or the Spotify podcast video.
I don't know, man.
The
Would-
Under YouTube podcast.
Would what's the something Pepto-Bismol?
Yeah.
Would bloody cum look like Pepto-Bismol? Or would it look like candy canes?
Well, it's just red and white, I suppose.
I'm not going to
but,
encourage
I mean,
this.
would
I mean,
they-
it could
would
be
they,
like a really delicious pink looking color.
Yeah, well, they would mix together, wouldn't they?
Would they? I don't know. Or maybe, it's like tinged with red, so like a candy cane.
I'm literally
Yeah.
eating right now.
Oh, it's
The
not disgusting. It's
Pepto-Bismol.
just life.
You're disgusting.
What do you do? What do you do?
Well, I've got a Domino's. What do they call it? Pizza dog or something?
Do they call it that?
Your
Yeah.
pizza dog.
Which is pretty much just a state fair
Oh.
thing.
Is it?
Is it?
It's the kind of thing you'd imagine an American making at a state fair.
I imagine them eating like corn dogs and
When you have crazy food inventions at state fairs,
I
that's their
suppose
whole
so.
thing.
what else do they sell? Candied apple.
No, that does exist actually. The pizza dog already. It's like how each big stadium has their own menu item for their home team.
Like
And
a
it's always-
Philadelphia hot dog or something, whatever they
Well,
have at
it'll
Philadelphia.
be like
It's a Philly cheesesteak dog.
as in
Yeah,
it'll
Philly
be a
cheesesteak, that's
taco in a burrito in a Philly cheesesteak. That's the level.
Yeah,
that
fusion
you're talking-
food.
That's the level you're talking
All right,
about.
what's the second menu item for tonight?
Oh, by the way, the first menu item, the pizza dog's kind of mid.
Mid out of 10.
Make at
Yeah,
home.
10. The second item I've got here is a chicken and camembert melt. We've got some chicken bites and some chips. Would you like
a
to
nice
take
meal
a
package.
to be part of this
I'll have
review
a
experience?
chip there.
Yeah,
If it's for the review, then who am I not to oblige?
there you go.
Would it be as good
I almost
as a
you grabbed.
KFC chip?
Would you call that 1.5?
It was attached to my one piece.
I almost grabbed like
Like
7.
yeah.
Let's see. Going up to
I've never had the chips from
Domino's.
Domino's.
And not fresh. Like I haven't had them fresh like this. They're normally soggy by the time they get delivered to my house.
Still crispy.
They're not hot though. They're like
Not hot, but warm. It's alright. It's been a real while since I've had a wrinkly chip. Kind of like it.
Kind of old.
Yeah.
Not young like us.
I'd say that's a solid chip. Seasoning's just salt, I assume.
I taste some other shit on there. Do you?
you can have a look if you want.
Bit of garlic.
Garlic salt, yeah.
Or maybe they're doing like a garlic bread, but on a chip.
There's some herbs there too.
A little basil.
It's definitely garlicky, herby.
Yeah.
But
Would you like
the
to try a chicken
fakiness
bite?
of the garlic.
Popcorn chicken.
Nah, that's all you, mate.
I believe they're called Southern chicken bites.
Hungry Jack's
Oh,
just
small
released
fellas.
Southern chicken tendies. I might
Nuggets.
go hit up the one I used to go to and be like, yo, what up? Give me food. Because you guys still wish I was back. So, you guys love me.
This you can extort food.
Do you get free food there?
Shit.
If the manager allows it, normally all the managers like me. Because they think I'm a G.
He
But don't tell
OG.
anyone I said that.
You don't
They
tell
listen to your
the,
podcast.
don't listen. Don't tell Hungry Jack's HQ
No,
corporate.
sir.
They'll fuck them up.
That?
Hungry Jacks don't play.
They don't play. Remember what happened to Wendy's? They don't exist anymore here.
There
Well, I don't
is
know if
one,
they ever
I
exist.
think. Maybe in Queensland or something.
See, they kicked them out to Queensland. That's what happened.
Oh, have you ever been to Five Guys?
I've met Five Guys.
Have you ever been to them?
Nah. Have Five Guys been in you?
Yeah, mate. All the way.
How's that?
I ate Five Guys like last year or something.
Five
And
different guys.
It's pretty expensive. It's not like fast food prices. It's like
Is it more like a diner thing?
no, it's fast food. But like, well, I mean, it is. It's
Yeah.
like a because they're trying to do the American diner experience,
Yeah.
but like it's
Which
very much
Hungry
fast
Jack's
food.
also tried to do, but they're not doing anymore. Same
Dang.
difference. No,
But they charge you twice as much as Hungry Jack's would.
the thing
But
about
like they give you twice as much portion because it's American size.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay,
crazy
you
their
know.
portion size. Yeah.
That may be fair.
the other
'cause
thing about
American
Five Guys
size-
is they're meant in America. They're sort of near the high end of fast food,
like
Like grilled.
just under grills actually. But
what's another high end American
Shake
fast
Shack.
food? Yeah, Shake Shack. That's like I suppose that's a classic burger joint type beat.
Five Guys and Shake Shack are pretty much tied for like
Yeah.
spending.
Okay.
What about Long John Silver's?
What do they sell?
Like fish and shit.
Yeah, seafood diner style. I think they are. They're like Cracker Barrel.
Oh. Do they sell fish and chips?
Nah, it's not New England now anymore, mate.
She.
You know what? I hadn't actually thought about that. I was like, obviously they'd sell fish and chips, but then I think about it, like, wait, that
Yeah.
is like not an American thing, is it?
No. People from America go here to grab fish and chips, or England, I suppose.
We hosted some Americans one time.
Yeah.
And-
One time we had Americans
Yeah.
in Australia.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Not only did we eat them afterwards, but before that they didn't want to have
American soup.
fish and chips because they didn't like fish in general. And I said, well, you're sort of missing out on the only
Yeah. Are they from the-
native Australian food stuff.
Are they from like a
Native Australian
landlocked
food.
state that
Chicago.
don't have fish? Well, Chicago has a harbor, don't they?
Well, it's fresh
Like a-
fish, freshwater
yeah.
fish, I assume.
Nah, they're just city boys. Like Chicago was a city once. No,
There's-
it still is.
Oh, do we have good pizza to speak of? Because I feel like they wouldn't like Aussie pizza.
Are they into that Chicago deep dish?
They have to be, right?
Yeah, if they're real Chicagoans.
I mean,
yeah,
Chicagans.
what's like Aussie
You gotta
pizza though? It's
represent.
just like,
Egg and eggplant.
oh, there's a no.
No, not
I don't
eggplant,
even like.
beetroot.
Yeah, no.
The Aussie pizza is the pizza you get at a shopping center,
Yeah.
and at a random pizza spot it'll be like Ali's Pizzas or some shit.
Are you generalizing?
It's an example.
It's an example. I went to I forget where, but you know they cracked an egg onto a pizza and then put it in the
egg
oven
thing.
like
I
that.
think
Yeah,
that's an Aussie thing.
yeah. I
I've
think
had those.
It was actually an Asian country where I saw the egg on a pizza. Maybe China.
It
And-
could be like a brekkie pizza.
Yep. It's pizza's answer to breakfast burrito.
Actually, it's just I was gonna say it's an Australian thing to have like brekkie, etc. Like brekkie.
I suppose.
No, not literally brekkie. I know brekkie is an Australian thing, but it's like
But like
breakfast
brekkie
burrito
versions
sort
of
of shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
America does that a
Brekkie
lot. I don't know if they did it first, but they've always had like egg burritos and breakfast burritos and breakfast burgers, which they can't call a burger. They have to call it a sandwich. Yeah,
Really.
if it's not beef, it's not a burger.
True, yeah.
And a sausage.
Actually, yeah.
There's no such thing as a sausage burger. There's just sausage like breakfast sandwich.
Are like beetroot in burgers that an Aussie thing?
Yes, I would assume so. I don't know of anyone else doing it like the Aussies do.
I know grilled
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Because grilling be Aussie.
Well, and it's
Yeah.
called the Aussie. They normally call it
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Aussie.
Alright.
If there's a beetroot and an egg in it, and some Angus beef. You know, the amount of people who come to Australia and they're like, oh my god, the beef and lamb is so good. Makes you
Yeah?
think how bad it is elsewhere.
I mean, do Americans...
Beef's like one of our highest exports, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, there's always like Aussie Wagyu beef in your places. Or even
Americans
like
normally get their Wagyu either from like, you know,
Japan.
high-end farms in America, which if you want to be nearby, or Japanese for like proper, or Aussie.
Yeah, I guess Aussie's one of the top producers of cows of delectable
Livestock.
type.
Yeah.
We have sheeps.
But I'll tell you what we don't have. We don't have Outback Steakhouse.
Good.
Nah.
Good.
But I want to have that shrimp on the barbie, mate.
They had Sizzlers though, didn't they?
No.
I'm sure I heard
Oh.
some of that.
Isn't the Sizzlers
Sizzlers
coming back?
used to exist. They coming back?
I think they might be. I don't know.
I'm not familiar with this Sizzlers.
Sizzlers is an Australian steakhouse, which
I did a Japanese steakhouse yesterday, but that's yeah.
Did you eat steak?
Sando.
No. Oh wait, yeah. Yeah.
Did you have a steak at a steakhouse?
Steakhouse.
Yeah, nah,
I
bro.
think I had like it's like some sort of beef because I had like a curry.
Oh
So I
yeah.
think it had steak in it.
Damn. Fancy.
Yeah.
And then the steak juices go into the curry and make it better.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm searching this right now because I'm pretty sure Sizzlers is coming back to Australia.
Is Sizzlers Australian or American?
Oh fuck, US based.
Yep, there you
But
go.
it's like they advertise as like this is the Aussie steak.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it's literally Outback Steakhouse. That's
Yeah.
what they do.
Headquarters in California.
Have you ever had a bloomin' onion?
Which
Yeah, that's
people
not a
assume
real
is just
a
something
Aussie
in.
item.
That's,
Is it?
that's like I think from Outback Steakhouse.
Yes, it's
yeah.
not Australian.
Oh,
People
okay.
just
It's
say
fake-
it's Australian
fake
because
news.
it's Outback Steakhouse, which is why they need to be fucking boycotted.
See, is
We,
it?
we don't call it a bloomin' onion. We call it
Yeah.
a bloody onion.
Do they serve kangaroo meat? That should be the staple Aussie steak.
But we don't actually really eat that much kangaroo.
No,
meat.
but you can easily buy them.
Yeah, that's true.
Type of beat, you know.
Do you eat kangaroo much? I used to eat it like
I've
quite a
ate
bit a
it
few years ago.
Twice in my life.
Once in my life.
It's pretty good. It's
It's like more
it's better for you than beef is. It's because it's like
Apparently.
leaner.
because kangaroos jump a lot.
I assume it's hard to fuck up
You
You know,
a kangaroo.
they're pumping the muscles a lot more than cows, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently it's like what do you call it? More gamier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a gamer,
Yeah.
Love
As
when it's
gamers, you gotta
gamier,
get
yeah.
that gamey.
It should be pretty
gamey
easy
meat.
to fuck kangaroo up. If you
I
can't,
ain't
if you
trying
don't
to
know how
fuck
to cook it.
kangaroos, dude. I'm just
Oh
trying
yeah. Oh yeah.
to, you know.
No, the gooey pouch and all that.
But I haven't bought any kangaroo meat since because I think they're on the expensive side, are they?
Maybe for our up and coming cooking show, we do
The kangaroo meat challenge.
It's kangaroo meat, and you have to make that specific Domino's
Let's go.
hot dog, pizza dog,
The pizza dog
but
kangaroo
with kangaroo
style.
meat. Yeah. I wonder if there are kangaroo sausages.
I'm sure they do somewhere.
We bought kangaroo patties,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like burger patties.
Yeah.
I remember we made like kangaroo burgers in like food tech, mate.
I don't
You remember
remember.
We did.
Making,
Yes.
I remember eating kangaroo, but I don't remember if I got to make it myself.
High school is far away.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're
a
getting
long
on.
time ago.
I remember like a point where we were sitting in a circle or something, and they were passing around kangaroo meat so you can have a taste.
Long time,
Dang.
long time.
Yeah.
passing around meat.
It's just how
Not
it is. You know?
safe.
Mr. Jones with his fat cock. Have a look at my meat, kids.
Have a taste.
Have a taste.
Do you remember the fish and chips shop near Glendale?
That was the OG spot, man.
The real
OG.
throwback.
I used to buy them $2 large chips.
Dude, the chips went hard. I remember
They
having
do go
people
hard.
over all the time, and whenever people come over, we
Because you
always
were right
go.
across the road.
Yeah. You probably did that
And
when
I
you come
choked
over
on
as
them.
well.
I
Yeah.
did.
I do. I remember you choking on it. Yeah, nah, yeah,
You
yeah,
choked
yeah.
on them, damn.
You're laughing about something. I think.
I think I was laughing about the fact that I was eating 2 pieces of fish with chips in between
Like a sandwich.
while I was trying to eat it, and that's why I choked.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, they did good ones. They just straight up from the frozen bag, straight to the deep fryer, and a bunch of salt. Yum.
So, they increased the
Yummy.
salt like crazy about since you left. Well, it's
Dang.
gone now, but like.
I mean, that's what happens.
look,
You get
I don't
health
remember the-
inspection.
Yeah, the last
that.
time I had it, which was maybe a year ago.
Did we get it when I first arrived? They were still there, weren't they?
Well, yeah, they're still there. I just don't remember if we got it when you arrived.
I remember.
Why are they still there?
Huh?
I thought they're done.
No, they're
Oh,
still
wait,
there.
is it the milk bar that's gone or
The
something?
milk bar moved to the fish and chip shop.
Oh, yeah, it's upstairs or some shit,
Yeah.
right?
Behind
Or,
the back,
behind
at
it,
the
yeah.
back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
No,
did
I'm
get
getting it
some, I
now.
think.
But they have like maybe a new owner or something,
Probably.
and which is why their chips are cooked differently.
The chips are
Oh.
cooked differently. The salt last time I got them should have been too little, if I remember
They're
correctly.
saving money with the salt.
Yeah.
Damn.
Crazy times. Is
crazy
this an
times.
impenetrable reference for the listeners, or could they?
See, let
Go
us know if you
visit
have your own
Flake on Willow.
recommended,
sponsored.
but maybe they're not as good as
Yeah.
anymore.
Not
You know,
a
change
change
if
sponsor,
they
just
had
an
to-
endorsement.
They do souvlaki's as well, and they
They
were
do?
pretty good last time. I
Yeah.
remember.
They've
having
been
one.
doing them for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
But,
get
you know.
when you get your chips and stuff, go to Glendale and play basketball on the basketball court.
Yes.
That was the real shit back
Dang.
in the day.
You know
Or
my
go to my
favorite.
old house and play FIFA, and then people
Yeah.
will be like, "What do you do in my house?" And you'll be like,
Yo,
"This
Wow.
podcast told me to." Yeah.
you know my favorite thing to get at the fish and chips? They're onion rings.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever gone those.
Thick ass real onion rings.
Yeah.
I've had the calamari rings.
They're not bad.
Mate, I am a sucker for calamari. Calamari's like my shit, dude.
But
Yeah,
those
they're pretty
onion
good.
rings, they used to have like a whole like pickling jar with just onions in it to show off like this. We have real onions.
Yeah.
And we take it from the
Yeah,
jar
you
and
pickle them. Yeah.
yeah.
Pickle onion.
That's next level, man.
Yeah.
But those fries, my parents used to run a fish and chip shop when they were living in London,
Oh shit!
Uh,
really?
Real London fish and chips.
I didn't
and they
know
were
that.
like, yeah, the only thing comparable to chips we had in other stores because we failed to make good chips were the chips at that store.
Oh,
Like on Willow, bruh.
so
that's
they're
the
pretty
spot.
good.
Yeah.
Approved by ex fish and chip owners.
Yes.
That's
Approved by
crazy.
Londoner, even
Yeah.
if they weren't,
Guys,
Londoners. They were
yeah.
what
a
if we-
London
London
fish
We
and
should
chip
start
shop.
a restaurant.
What's on the menu?
Flake
Kangaroo?
on North Willow.
Yeah.
Well, we can't really advertise as flake these days.
Because there's no flakes.
Yeah.
Damn. Flakes are a thing
Well,
of the
not
past.
not even because there's obviously always going to be baby sharks that you can kill and make fish and chips with.
that was
Yeah.
not a good. No, that was a bad moment.
No, I fucking own it. That was good.
I'm immediately proceeding that you can kill that was the moment which I was like, that's probably not
Fucking
appropriate.
double down on it, mate. Stop being a
Yeah.
pussy.
Make it. But yeah, no sharks. But you know, we can.
I should also not
Get
say call you pussy.
alternatives. They're sharks.
Yeah,
Yes.
but yeah, no, people don't want baby sharks to be killed.
Yeah.
So
Because baby
But-
shark.
because
dude.
biodiversity,
Can we get
but baby pink
like
fong.
adult sharks to kill?
But then that's shark fin soup, and that's still endangered species.
Dang.
So you
what-
know, no sharks, no flake. We'll just be like, oh, fucking barramundi on
Yeah,
Willow, brah.
barramundi.
Or we get some people to go swimming and we hunt the people for sport. We're not endangered, right? As a species, we're
No,
doing pretty
there's,
well.
we
No,
have
there's
like
8 billion
7
of us.
billion
Hey, remember
people,
how many
man.
people Genghis Khan killed back in the day? It was like 40 million or something.
40 million,
See,
brother.
I'm playing as Genghis Khan in
Yeah.
the Civilization
Oh,
game.
what are
yeah,
your
right?
thoughts on Civilization 5, mate?
Oh yeah, here's some backstory. So last night I
Bring
pulled
it
up to
back.
Jack's game, or I guess we pulled up to a game of Civilization 5,
Yeah.
and I was playing as Genghis Khan from the
Mongolian Empire.
Mongolian Empire.
Yeah.
How many rounds did we do?
I don't know. We're like
solid-
we're in a game.
So a couple 100, I guess. We're doing the whole throat singing biz.
Yeah.
Jack is playing as Lord Nobunga. Nobunga.
I play against the
Kojima.
guy from Shogun.
Yeah, the guy from Shogun.
Yeah, you remember the guy from
Nobuyaga or
Shogun?
some
Yeah.
shit. You know, we started off strong. Jack was almost number 1 a couple times.
Almost.
But we
And
don't-
then
what
now I
happened?
fall
What
into the
happened?
very bottom. And
Fall to-
years
you
going up
based.
to like the middle. Yeah.
But now I'm growing up in the world after various attempts at war with the Iraqis.
Oh, we're still in the war. We're
We're
still,
still in the war, just as George Bush would have wanted. So
Yeah.
rest in peace, George Bush
Yeah.
Senior.
On the
Also,
lambs, man.
Yeah.
On the lamps.
We changed the settings so that the game goes on for like forever. So everything's taking so long. It's taking like 50 turns just to produce one unit, which should be like a fifth of that time.
Nice.
Damn. But you
So
know,
it's like,
it creates a bit of tension there.
Sure.
Nice, you know, it takes
Attention
time.
of me
to
just
build
going automatically skip my turn, please.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty good game, eh?
I'm having my my share of fun. Yeah.
I'm having a good,
You know,
good
you
time.
could join us if you want to buy a set
it's
game.
$8.
And it runs on Mac.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
both
Yeah,
playing
I've
it
been
on
running on
that.
this shit.
I've
I was
been
like,
running on my
damn, it
shitty one,
runs.
it's
Old
like,
game.
What time do you guys normally play?
We played one game last night. That was
Yeah.
it.
So.
Yeah. We're
'Cause
thinking
I-
of playing tonight.
I have been working like 9 to 5 shifts. I'll be waking up at
Oh,
like
yeah.
7.
Working late.
Name. How's the
Working
work?
early,
Oh, yeah.
How's the work? Grunt work?
pretty much.
Nice.
But less grunt than the other grunt stuff, so.
Is it still
No more netball.
but was it were you working for the netball for like the venue?
For the.
For the
No, I'm a-
vendors doing the
I'm a contracted
AV.
part of a
Okay,
contracted
yeah.
company
Yeah.
that works for the netball.
Real.
And I'll be on the
The-
basketball next season as well.
Oh, nice.
That's real.
NBL, the National American Basketball League.
Yeah.
That's it, sir.
That's-
You
that's
got it
real,
real right.
yeah.
You got it right, sir.
Because the NBA is also the National Basketball League of America, I suppose.
The NBL.
And the
Isn't that
NBA.
the baseball?
Oh wait, yeah, National Baseball League. And what does
Yeah.
NBA stand for?
National Basketball Association.
Of America.
We're in sync today.
Just
You don't even
association.
have
This is
America.
the
In
association.
America, in Australia, it's the NBL.
Damn. Naming schemes, huh?
Not internationally coordinated.
It's like the World Wrestling.
Because America just thinks of themselves
Federation.
in position to
Mhm.
everything. It's
Which
like, yeah.
we don't. Which means that no other country has to either. We live by our own
Well,
standards.
we have Aussie rules and shit, so we do. I guess Americans do have American football, don't they? No, but they call it NFL, right? It's a national football.
Yeah.
Well, we call AFL like Australian
Yes.
football.
But they
so
call
it's-
it-
Mainly because Australian rules football is the name of
Yeah.
the sport.
Yeah.
But the Super Bowl, they say this is the World Championship.
No, they don't. It's
No,
literally
they-
only in
it's,
America.
one of them do.
It's not the Super Bowl.
Is it the
You're thinking of
baseball
something
ones?
else.
I think the baseball ones.
I don't know.
Yeah. They'd be like, this is the World Championship of baseball.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, literally no other country in the world plays
I think
NFL,
Japan
right?
does baseball, not NFL.
Yeah, baseball, I know, yeah.
If you have any CGP Grey viewers, you'll also know that America tries to make their own airport codes that no other country recognizes.
But
Yeah.
they didn't go on to do that?
Well, they had to set their own airport codes but they wanted their own rules for their own American airports.
It's like Aussie rules, but for the airport system.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would it have been something to do with 9/11? Or this was this pre
no,
9/11?
as in America wanted their own codes for their own airports.
They'd be
So
like,
they-
Code 9/11,
Like
Code
the way
9/11.
You know.
they have the national
For a specific
basketball
situation.
association.
It's
Yeah.
like someone's taking over the cockpit and they're flying to the Twin Towers.
yeah. Yeah.
It's a special code. But yeah.
Speaking of America, did y'all consume any American media this past week?
Oh, I guess the movie, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there later, I guess.
But nothing. I didn't consume American media besides that. I consumed a Japan media
Fuck you. Yeah. Nah,
in
yeah.
my weekly consumptions.
Yeah, what you watching?
I think I've mentioned this in another episode, but I've been keeping up with the latest Monogatari
Oh, I remember, yeah, you were saying that. Yeah.
season.
I
Yeah,
thought you were going to say how you were keeping up with the Kardashians.
that's American
That is
media,
American
man.
media.
Well, the Japanese version would be keeping up with the
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 dude from
Karamonos.
Shogun's family.
the Nabungas.
yeah.
The bungas.
Real shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I watched an American media show I watched this thing called The Rehearsal. So it's like, it starts out with this guy, Nathan Felder. He's like, hey, we're doing this reality show, basically, where if you got like a situation coming up, like a difficult conversation you have to have, tell me about it, and then we'll recreate everything and then run through every possible scenario so nothing can go wrong.
Oh.
So we can script everything for you.
It's like,
so they'll like recreate all of the sets. They'll get actors to study the target, like secretly.
Yeah.
And then kind of become them. And then they'll try and rehearse all these different scenarios to get the one right outcome.
Okay. You know, they have supercomputers for that these days.
Well, he's basically is a super cute, but it's I don't know, because he's factoring a lot of it's also like it's a production, so it's like big, you're actually in it. You're not, it's not like a it's not a visual novel, it's like he's actually doing it,
that
right?
visual novel nonsense.
So then that's like the premise of the show, right? But then in the second episode, for the second one, it's like this lady wants to have a kid. So they're going to simulate having a child over the course of like a few months, but like each week is like a year or something, and then kind of like
Do you simulate pregnancy?
Time. No, it's adoption. It's adoption. That's the thing they do. So they'd get like child actors, and they'll grow, and then like replace. They also have to combat child labor laws, and it's a whole thing. That's a whole subsection of it. But yeah, to like age up this child and make it look like she has a child and she's practicing, right? But then eventually the guy, Nathan Felder, the host, the brains behind everything, he's
Nathan
like,
Fillion.
because this lady wants to have like a husband, right?
Yeah.
But then the guy who was like, yeah, I'll do it, he like walks out of the show.
No
Nathan
husband.
Felder's like, you know what, I'll do it. And so then the rest of the show kind of becomes this weird, like, is what I'm watching real or scripted the entire time? It gets into some really dark places because like the child actors start thinking that he's their real dad,
Yeah.
but also maybe it's all scripted, maybe none of it's real, but it could be real because it's a reality TV show.
Yeah.
There's a really funny scene where they're doing a fake birthday party for a kid, but everyone is a background actor, which means according to union rules they can't have any speaking lines. So they just don't talk the entire time. So whenever he interacts with them, just nothing.
We can't beat the union.
He's a
man.
bit of a Truman Show type beat, but
It
they're
is,
supposed
but-
to be aware, all of them anyway. But in it folds in within itself.
But is it? There's like one episode which is like him training the actors, but then he gets actors to play the other actors, and then like he's like following steps
Actorception.
behind. And there's like some stalking and stuff in it as well that maybe is real or maybe it's not
Right.
real, and it's like all morally fucky. There's a part where this guy is trying to get like the his brother to give him access to their dead dad's will, but the brother doesn't want him to have it because of his girlfriend. So essentially, what what Nathan Felder does is he kind of makes the guy like rehearse the conversation, but then ends up doing a whole tangent into like faking this other dude's death to give him the motivation he needs to do that thing by having him do the fake thing, but he thinks it's real, so it's like a whole.
Damn,
Like anyway,
man.
it's generally
Cooking
like
with
the
gas.
most. It's like such an original concept that I've never seen anything
Yeah,
like it, and it's either good or really bad depending on your moral
Yes.
compass, I guess. I thought it was kind of cool.
Basically, exercise in gaslighting.
Like that is the entire thing. He's like, yeah. So yeah, people
Sounds
do think
interesting.
he's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
worst person because of all this, but
But the thing
Maybe
is,
he's a genius.
he's a like the producer of the show.
So you see, now you're asking the real questions. It's
Yeah.
like, he's a producer, he's a director, he's a writer, I guess.
I mean, that means
He's in the show
Yeah.
as himself. And he's kind of doing... He's like in a rehearsal as well as he is helping other people with the rehearsals. And it's like,
well, it's his show.
it's his show. So
Yeah.
so he has a level of power. But also,
Yeah. But he's also playing characters.
yeah.
So that goes.
But
into,
no, he's not. But he might be. Like,
might be.
you don't know. You gotta watch it. You gotta understand.
Okay.
It's like insane.
Well, that means he has some interest for the show to be interesting.
Yeah,
That's why he.
and that's
does
something
stuff,
that's addressed in the show. Like, throughout, people will be
yeah.
like, "Are you just doing this for the show? Or is this like
Are you
you're
being
doing this
for
for
real?
real?" Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
And the whole point is you can never know.
is the next level genius.
Yeah.
She'll make her man.
But yeah, that was kind of incredible.
Dang.
Oh, speaking of incredible, actually, if I could just jump on a quick little tangent
okay.
here. I got to go to like this live podcast thing.
Our podcast.
Yeah, our podcast, a different one, Confessions, which is like an Australian one where they go through like Reddit r/confessions or whatever, and they just read out the worst ones.
Nice.
And they kind of react to it or whatever. But one of the guests was Mr. Sunday Movies, who's a YouTuber, and he has a podcast called The Weekly Planet. And I don't know if I already told Sunny, like I probably mentioned him before, but I always, you know. But he basically is the reason we have a podcast, because without his podcast, I wouldn't have thought of doing this one.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, he's cool.
Did you get to say hi, Mr.
Yeah,
Sunday
after the
podcast?
show, like it's like his little section of fans, because it's not his podcast, it's someone else's podcast. But his little circle of fans, including like we're talking to him. Yeah, we talked about a bunch of things. We talked about the Acolyte being cancelled.
No.
What are your thoughts on that?
What did he say?
Well, he was like, I don't care. Like, he didn't like it, but he didn't hate it as much as everyone else.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Which is kind of
You gotta be a real Acolyte hater, bro.
You yourself was like the nicest towards the Acolyte out of all
I'm
three
an
of us.
Acolyte
Yeah.
apologist, so I want another season.
Well, I also kind of agree with you though, because like from everything that they've set up, it seems this second season could only be better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
Or
said
they
like
could-
the villain's cool, like Maddie,
or they can like
he's
fix the
cool.
plot holes with the second season type beat.
Or just like I guess you could kind of go away from everything,
Oh, yeah.
because it's like
Could do that.
he's training
Yeah.
the apprentice elsewhere, you know.
Yeah. But now, Disney Plus.
What about you?
Yoda?
Yeah, what's gonna happen to Yoda?
He's just gonna commit more war crimes as usual.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the Disney Plus thing?
The lawsuit, but
Yeah.
not a lawsuit because you can't sue Disney anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know about this?
No, not
It's
at
a
all.
pretty big story. I guess, yeah, we can talk about
Yeah,
it.
it's a bit news.
So essentially, at one of the Disney parks,
Like
this
Disney
dude
World.
and his wife were having dinner or whatever, and she has like a nut allergy, and you're gonna regret laughing at that in a moment, dude.
Damn, peanut allergic fellas, just eat more peanuts to get rid of the peanut allergy.
But
like
a
lot of
really
people
bad
do,
one,
yeah.
and they were like, "Oh yeah, we will handle it. It's all good, right?" But they did serve her nuts, and she did pass away, unfortunately.
Rest in peanuts.
God damn it! God damn it! Serious situation, mate. Serious
He's
situation.
serious, but Disney's fault.
But yeah, so
Disney's
obviously, it's,
Yeah.
So according to vicarious liability, etc. I know my law stuff, from back in the day in law in high school. But yeah, so he's like trying to sue Disney, but when you sign up for a Disney Plus account, it says that you're not allowed to sue Disney. That's in the terms and conditions. You can't sue Disney. It has to go to arbitration. And so that's
American
a weird
law.
thing. Well, is it though? Is it like, because I don't think it's enforceable, and like I guess that's what we're gonna find out soon. Can they enforce it?
in court, but I
They
don't know if
could,
the court
but,
be like that's
Terms
ass,
and conditions
fuck
are
off, yeah.
interesting because, especially if you make them really long and convoluted and you sneak stuff in there, that's actually I don't think allowed. You have to make things like pretty clear
Yeah.
because I even the law system understands that not everyone's reading the terms and conditions, and it's kind of
Yes.
not really expected. But like, we'll see who has the better lawyers, Disney or
Man
Mad. I don't think it's gonna be
with
Mad.
dead
though.
wife, you know. I'm rooting for the man.
But yeah. So, but anyway, so that's fucked, eh?
Yeah, a bit fucked. You know,
Bit
you
fucked,
never
eh?
know.
And yeah, signing up for a Disney Plus account shouldn't have anything to do with just anything else. Like,
Well, it should be about legal liabilities of watching Disney shows, I suppose.
yeah,
but,
on your streaming service.
but
thing.
it shouldn't have. I mean, is it just because Disney Plus is made by Disney, therefore it says you can't sue Disney, even though it's for an unrelated reason from Disney Plus?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the lawyers are pulling a little smart one, like a smart ass move,
Yeah,
I suppose. But we'll see if it holds up, right?
yeah. That's crazy because I
It is
signed up
crazy.
to that. I guess.
Disney
You have a
should
Disney Plus account.
Yeah.
Disney should eat Disney to their nuts. You fucking
Dang,
yeah.
bitch nuts.
real.
But yeah, that was a fucked story that happened recently.
That's why they won't renew the Acolyte second season.
Because they have to spend their legal fees, which was their Acolyte fees, on this thing.
Oh no.
What other stories happened this week? Wait, allow me to consult Instagram real quick, because I always send you guys what's going on, right, usually.
Yeah, you probably sent something.
Yeah.
I just sent Steve Harvey, I think.
I don't know, man.
This morning.
We were talking about American media. I watched Red and Link. They released their the first episode of their little series.
Oh, they made a show?
Pretty much a show. They tried to get TV companies around Hollywood to get their show approved for release by them for production and stuff. Literally no company. Every company said no.
So is it like a pilot or is it a literal first episode?
It's because they just had to make it themselves in-house.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is also fine because then there's no one changing their creative decisions. It's sort of like the vlog-ish story things that they've been doing recently, but they're very much like they're like their mind palace of crazy shit going on in a weird video that's entertaining. If you've seen them, but if you haven't, then you know. Then
what's the premise of the show?
It's just like more of their YouTube stuff.
Well, it's not Good Mythical Morning. Good Mythical Morning
like
is
more of them though, just like
it's
them.
It's pretty much
stuff.
just them. Yeah. Like this is who they are.
Yeah.
The premise of the show is, well, there is no premise. I think it's like more of an anthology.
Maybe that's why it didn't work with the other studios.
I don't know.
But, it might be good.
The selling point's meant to be them anyways.
Are they releasing weekly?
Red and Link's Wonder Hole.
Yeah. Are they doing weekly episodes?
I do love a Wonder Hole.
Yeah. Weekly, I assume so. The trailer was that there is a hole in their studio. And they look inside the hole in the wall, and that's the Wonder Hole, I think.
What could be in that hole in the wall?
What's the type of show that's like that? Like I'm thinking like Doraemon and his funny pocket of magical things.
Well, it's not even that because
wait, just quick side tangent. Is that like based on Batman?
Doraemon?
No, particularly the pocket of magical things, because Batman can do that too, right?
He had that, didn't he?
Yeah, he has his magic utility belt thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. How old is Doraemon?
I don't know.
I think he's from the 60s or something.
I don't know. I watched the movie of Doraemon though a few years ago.
Yeah. Or like
the movie. Which one?
I think it was literally called like Doraemon the movie. Like I don't think it was, or maybe I don't know. But there was like a big like CGI one that they did like a few years ago.
Live action Doraemon.
No, not live action. It was CG,
like a 3D fella.
Yeah.
But magical hole. Don't stick your dick in it.
I knew. Yeah, I was voting for you to say that. Hey.
Yes. Unless it's full of magic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, got some news. The Australian version of The Office is coming out October 18th. I think we will review it.
Yeah, we'll give it a watch.
The tagline for the show is really bad. It's new office, new Aussie boss. What does that mean? Okay.
It's just new Aussie boss.
Yeah.
New office. It should have been like
yeah.
Aussie boss. Boss
Aussie
baby.
rules. Wait, new Aussie boss? Aussie rules.
Yeah,
like,
Aussie rules.
Yeah, something like that.
Or it'd be like National Football. National Office League.
National Office League.
Yeah, Office League.
Yeah.
National Australian The Office, NATO.
Whoa.
Putin wouldn't
That's
be happy
pretty
about
cool.
that.
Marvel News.
Wait, do we know who's acting in it?
Yes.
Hugh Jackman.
Wait, maybe. Not sure.
Okay. I've seen a bit of...
Felicity Ward. She's the boss.
Okay.
I've seen a bit of this ABC show called Fisk, which is basically The Office.
That's Aaron Chen.
Is that basically The Office? But Aussie?
Is Fisk about the... No, it's not about the lawyer, is it? Is it about the...
I don't know. I've watched random clips
I watched
because...
Utopia, and that's like Parks and Rec, but Australian, basically. So it's like
maybe it is more
office.
like Parks and Rec, like local council or some shit.
Yeah. Wait, are you? Is that Fisk or is it Utopia?
Fisk. What is Fisk? Yeah, I don't know. It's,
Because I
it's
feel
some
like
sort of
Fisk is
office.
about the lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they work in the office.
Wilson.
Maybe. Yeah. Because Utopia is like the
Wilson.
exact same thing, except it's about like office workers. Like it's not
Yeah,
one person,
office
it's like
works.
the whole ensemble.
How about they make a show about office workers?
Why don't they make a sitcom about Wilson Fisk and he's trying to run his criminal empire?
But it's the office.
But it's like in the style of The Office.
That'd be fun.
Oh, bloody ripper, mate. That's
The
a real
office.
risky venture you're taking. You're a bit of a bad daredevil for that one, mate.
No, absolutely not. But
Suck
speaking
my
of, on some Marvel stuff, James Spader is returning as Ultron in the upcoming Vision series.
Vision and Wonder. Without Wonder.
I think it's that one. It's going to be like White Vision doing stuff.
White Vision. He's white.
I think the rumor was it's going to be Vision Quest or something. Oh, Jack's book corner. Real quick, Jack's book corner.
You read a book?
I read a book. I read a
Did
book
you listen
series
to a
called a comic like series
Yeah, right.
called The Vision by fuck, I can't remember the author, but he's really good. It's like it's what One Division is based on. So it's like
Okay.
the Vision has this family of androids and they're living in the suburbs. What could possibly go wrong? And then like obviously things go wrong and like weird stuff happens, including some Ultron stuff. But it's like the tone of it's like comedic, yet like it deals with like what it means to be human and like all of the deep shit.
Yeah.
And it's like so good. And I was just like, this is great. Yeah. This is like some secret murders and like some other stuff, and it's like cool. And it's like pretty standalone, but it has like cool references to stuff that's happened before that make you like in a Vision POV way. So it's like, hey, remember the Avengers? I was there. Sort of vibes sometimes. And it's pretty good, and I actually really enjoyed it.
Okay.
So check out.
Whoa.
Who was it? It was someone King, I think you read it. But
Stephen King.
It wasn't no Stephen King.
The King.
It was straight
It
up
was
the King.
Elvis, the
King
king
Charles.
of
Charlie.
Elvis.
I
Hoo-ha.
think the apple's rotten. No, he
Right.
said Charlie, so I was, yeah.
What?
Can you do
Stick to it.
Elvis doing Charlie XCX? Song?
How do you know Elvis?
Stop faking out from your
I
jokes.
think
Fucking
the
double
apple's
down on
rotten right to the core.
it. From all the things that something before.
I split the apple down symmetrical lines. It's a bad Elvis.
I
Hey,
thought you
Mom.
were
Yeah,
going
baby
for
mama.
Ultron.
Oh, the Ultron's like
Ultron.
sassy. He's
Yeah.
like,
I am an android.
If Charlie XCX was male, Ultron would write Apple.
Yeah.
What? You know what I mean?
Ultron would write Apple.
You know what I mean? She would be like 365.
Oh, you
Damn,
mean-
she fine.
Charlie XCX would be Ultron.
I'll be bumping that.
And then Ultron would write the song.
I'll be bumping that.
how's your brat summer going? I noticed you're wearing a brat
It
jacket.
was barely summer anymore.
I guess this is Brad, as in,
Yeah.
this is a camo.
Yeah,
It's
it's
camo
got green
brat.
on it, right?
This is
That's
a
what John
recently
Cena
acquired
did.
Portuguese stock, apparently, M64 camo shirt I got from a website because they're half off.
Right,
It's
but does it
$20.
fit your toe?
My toe.
Your camo toe?
I suppose it does if it
All right,
hides
that's a
it.
good moment,
Yeah,
Zany.
yeah.
We got
But
the
yeah.
trailer for the upcoming Lord of the Rings movie that's coming out in December.
Oh, is it
Did you
gonna
guys
be
watch
the
it? It
Hobbit
was the
6?
anime.
What's the anime?
Yeah. It's the War for Rohirrim, I believe.
I did
War
not
for
watch the
Hiroshima?
anime, but maybe we should watch it.
But
It'll
yeah,
be like,
we'll watch it because it's like a major theatrical release. So like,
Frodo
it's
will
like
be like, Masaka, Sauron des.
Watashiwa
Frodo.
this. Well, this is like 200 years before that, so it's more like
Make up a random Hobbit name.
Gandalf Sama.
Gandalf-sama, Sumimasen.
Who else is there? The
Tuskete
Bilbo Baggins
Kudasai.
wouldn't be there, would he?
There's going to be a variation
No.
on O.O. Baggins. Dildo Baggins.
It'd be Shinzo Abe Baggins.
Why?
Because it's Japanese. It's an anime.
But yeah, I don't know. It looks like in anime, so I don't know if it's gonna be good.
But anime's cool.
The animation looks okay. It doesn't look great though. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen better anime, to be honest.
Well, I don't remember any of it or like any pictures of it, so I don't know. But we'll see.
We'll
I'll
see.
take a look.
Coming out in December.
See.
Any anime freaks out there, tell us what you think.
I'm looking for a Freak McNasty. It's a J
Only
Park
at
reference.
McDonald's.
Did we ever talk about Monarch Season 2? Shooting in Australia?
I think we mentioned it. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or I saw a post. I don't remember.
Yeah, well, I sent
Either
you
way.
the post. That's where I
Yeah.
got my news from. But
But yeah. Queensland, is it?
yeah, it's shooting in Queensland, which is like cool. I kind of want to go. Like, I would love to see that.
Dinosaurs
got,
real in Queensland?
I mean, I like the actors in it. I just finished rewatching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Wyatt Russell's in that one. He's so
Oh,
good. Yeah.
But Queensland makes sense because it's more tropical up there.
Yeah.
And to get the dinosaur world, not dinosaur world, but the
Yeah,
funny
because
world.
I'd assume they're doing some Kong shit this season.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah. Monarch was a good show, right?
Queensland. Monarch, it had its ups
Hey,
and
I
downs.
remember the week after you said you missed watching Monarch. Because you
do.
didn't have anything to watch that week.
Because
Or
it's
something.
it's just like, will it be good this week? Will it be bad? Will
I don't think it was
just
ever,
Kurt
it was
Russell
never
be
that
like,
bad. It was
"Ah,
fine.
old man,
Yeah.
my wife. Well, not my wife, but the woman I liked, but things didn't work out. You know what?
And that's kind of real, though. You
That's
gotta,
real,
You
that's
gotta
real.
respect it, And I like the main character because she's in Shogun, and she
Oh,
was
yeah.
in a J-pop group. In fact,
Oh, yeah.
recently I listened to a couple of her songs, and I was
Well,
like, "Hey, this is pretty J-pop."
Miss Worldwide.
Mr.
Real.
Worldwide.
All right, well, that's kind of it for some news. Shall we go into our big review of the week?
Alrighty. Speaking of huge, we got My Name Jeff.
Yes, this movie we are watching is the Zoe Kravitz directorial debut.
Wow.
Ooh, wee.
Blink twice.
182.
Not 182.
Blink twice.
This ain't no Travis
Blink
Barker.
once, shame on me.
Keeping
Blink
up
twice.
with the Kardashians.
Did they use a Blink 182?
He's married to
Is he?
Courtney.
No clue, man.
Guy. Courtney, maybe.
I have not kept up with the Kardashians,
Do
man.
not
so
look
I
at
don't
me,
know.
man. Stop looking at me for Kardashian shit, bro. You think I
Yeah, I don't know. I
You
used to
might
watch
know.
not Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but like the latest thing, which is like the Kardashians.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You should be looking at yourself in the mirror then.
Yeah, Travis Barker was on there, but I can't remember who. Yeah. Anyway,
Married to one
He's
of them.
barking mad, bro.
this film is a film. Channing Tatum's in it. I don't remember who else is in it, but Channing Tatum's in it.
Yeah, the man's in there. We got more other random men. A couple of women in there.
Yeah, the main. I should probably have looked
Anyone
this
in
up.
between?
No,
Can you comment? Anyone in between? Come on.
Just
And then
quickly.
maybe people in between.
Give me-
I'm
give me
not
a real
sure.
thought.
I haven't
Let me-
asked
let me
their
quickly-
pronouns.
I'm not sure. I didn't ask. These
didn't
people, they work for me. I
the
love
main
Mexicans.
character is played by Naomi
I don't know if they're
Ackel.
actually Mexicans, but I assume they are.
All right. Anyway, yeah, there you go, Naomi Ackel.
The only one.
That's the main character.
Oh, okay. How about everyone else though?
You want me to list every other cast member in this
There's
fucking
like
thing? There's so many
three,
people.
Well, like we used
three
to.
more characters.
There's 13 characters in this movie.
How about the other chick?
That's too many.
The
Oh yeah,
bestie.
Adria Ariona as Sarah.
Uh-huh.
Aaliyah Shakwat as Jess. I know
There you
her
go.
from
Survivor.
Arrested Development, not Survivor.
Which one? Survivor Australia?
Whichever she said in the movie.
It was like Babes doing Survival or something. It was along those lines, right?
Not
Yeah.
real Survivor. There.
Anyway,
Nah, she
just
got
off
voted
the
off.
top, first impressions. What do you think?
Quite interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
A bit of a summer, not slasher, but a little nice thrill
It's a
for you.
freaky-
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
don't
a
bring your
thriller, it's a
family to watch
thriller.
this one.
No, yeah, no. It's pretty.
But maybe if
okay.
you're a Channing Tatum fan, bring the whole family.
No, no,
I
no,
mean,
you wouldn't.
Like,
But though, like, okay, well, actually, after you do first impressions, I'll tell you about my cinema experience.
your cinema experience.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought
It's
it
kinda
was
funny.
okay. I thought it was solid beat. I had my thrills. I was like, oh, that is quite thrilling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Solid beat. Was it hip hop?
You could say it's
Bit of a hip hop lifestyle.
it was a tropical lifestyle,
Yes.
Pretty good soundtrack, I think.
Afrobeat.
Yes.
It's a
Indeed.
nice- yeah.
Indeed. Trying to get into more of the Latin Afrobeat stuff I am.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought it was, interesting.
If you want to get into Latin music, you should come to J Balvin with me.
Where what?
I'm seeing J Balvin.
Who's that guy? Is he
Huh?
Latin?
Yeah, so like in my mind of like rankings, I guess Bad Bunny is probably the most famous, right?
Famous Mexican.
And then J Balvin would literally just be second, like
The second most famous
yeah,
Mexican.
because
Yeah.
Latin music,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
How about Daddy Yankee, bro?
Louis Fonsi.
And Louis Fonsi?
Yeah, I don't think they're as.
They fall.
Well, I
They
guess
fell
they
off.
are, but they,
Shit.
yeah. Well, let's be like Daddy Yankee. He made Gasolina, right? And then,
He did.
yeah.
They
Then
fell
what
off.
did he do after
Alright.
that? Sort of vibes. No, he's still pretty popular. I think he's
He's
done
number
stuff with
3.
Bad Bunny as well.
All right.
But yeah.
Bit of a tangent.
Anyway, well, yeah. Well, did you like the movie? That was the question. Yeah.
I feel like I was just like, okay, this was a movie. I didn't have much to think about it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say I enjoyed this one quite a bit. I got quite thrilled, as in scared. Like this is kind of a freaky movie, I guess.
That is true. It did make those feelings very excited.
I saw it in like a completely packed theater.
Okay.
I just in a pretty bad spot because just like there was no seats available. It was at Kino
Hey.
on a Monday. That'll
On
explain
a Monday. Oh, yeah.
it. My entire row were just like mums or something.
Yeah, the mums have nothing to do on a
Yeah.
Monday, so yeah, makes sense. And they saw Channing Tatum.
That's
They
what
were
I
like-
was thinking.
So
And
they're
it's
like,
like,
oh, let's go watch
but-
that, shall we?
because I think what you said was a bit misleading. I don't think watch it if you're a Channing Tatum fan
Well, they
specifically.
did.
This is like a pretty. It's not that sort of
Yeah.
like this. This is like a spooky movie. Like
Yeah,
that's
but
I think.
I saw the trailer once, but I don't remember much of it.
I don't know.
Was it being creepy in the trailer? Was
I
it
can't
Channing
I
Tatum
don't. I
being?
didn't. I think I watched the trailer one time and didn't.
Because
I don't really. watch
my
trailers, so.
impression from my brain of the trailer, which I don't think is completely accurate, is just like Channing Tatum being charming. So I'm like, oh yeah, Channing Tatum, yeah. I'll go watch that.
Well, I mean, who's to say that he isn't? We're not going to spoil anything.
Yeah. So if the trailer just showed that,
Yeah.
I get why the mums came.
Yeah. Interesting point of discussion, I guess. I've never seen a movie where at the start of the movie it gives you a content warning.
Oh yeah.
This is because like
Yeah, yeah.
you get that on
Because
TV and like on the
That's true.
box
Because
or
it's
whatever.
sensitive not material, but sensitive content here.
But I will say it kind of spoiled to what happens in the movie because you like there's a bit of a mystery element to the film, and they're kind of like, well, something odd is
Something bad is
happening,
gonna
and you're
happen.
like, oh, it's probably the thing that they said at the content warning of the movie, I guess.
Yeah, but you don't know which part yet, so you don't, that's still the mystery, hey?
Yeah, but I don't know. For me, it kind of just gave away what the mystery was. But maybe because I could piece it together myself.
I'm trying to think how
Yeah.
else you would really do that. Is there any other options they have?
I'd just say don't do it because you already have it in the
Yeah.
actual when you go to watch the movie and it says MA for etc. or whatever
Yeah.
this is.
Say R?
What did
That's
what,
not
what
R.
did the MA
Maybe it's
actually
R.
say?
I don't know because I don't bother. I don't need a content warning. I just watch whatever.
I know.
'Cause I'm a
But
bad
like, I'm
kid.
just trying to think
Yeah.
what the MA would have said.
It would have been for that.
But
there's no
if they
way.
specifically listed,
It'd be
then it's
like
fine.
sexual violence or some shit.
Yeah, sexual violence is normally the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah, but like that's what that translates to. So it's like
Yeah.
Anywho,
Violencia.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's something for you to ponder.
Did
Because
not-
I
yeah.
would have preferred if it wasn't in the movie at all.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I get why people would want that, but maybe I don't know. You could also just do your own research.
Like
Unless
a
you just
real
literally
free
clicked when
thinker.
Channing Tatum, I'm a buy ticket and not check what this movie's.
That's what I did.
Well, I guess yeah, we all did, but like, I thought it was more fun to not know what this movie was about. I didn't even know
I
this was
didn't know
like
either.
I didn't know this
Yeah.
was like a horror movie.
Neither did
Yeah.
did me, because in my mind it was Channing Tatum.
It's just Channing Tatum. It's a documentary, dude.
Channing
running around.
Tatum, the movie. It might be real. It's
Yeah.
a real documentary.
I don't know. But this is a hard one to spoil, I guess. But
Okay, yeah.
in general stuff, I think it was very well acted. I think everyone was really good in the film, especially I think the main character. I think she does a great job.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum, what an interesting role. I generally think maybe this could be his best role. At least his most complex one that I've seen him do. Because he's usually just playing a charismatic dude and there's like nothing really more to it. But I guess this one...
I'm about to make a name
How
for
about
myself.
when he was a spaceman
When was he a spaceman?
in the movie with Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, he's just like sexy romantic lead.
Yeah,
but in this
he's
one,
a
he's not.
spaceman.
Come on. You can do the
That's
Yeah.
another layer,
That's
bro.
not another layer.
Do the Gamba voice. Come on.
He was like,
I'm about to make money.
see, in
That
that
was you until you
Yeah.
said name.
in that movie,
I'm about
his
to make a
other
name
layer
for
is
myself.
being Cajun.
Huh?
His other layer is being Cajun.
That's not I mean, in terms of his personality.
I mean, being Cajun's a personality.
Cajun. He's Old Spice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when we were reviewing Deadpool Wolverine and you were befuddled by what Cajun is?
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
I
amazing.
still am.
Yeah.
That's why it's another layer. It's deep.
Because it made you think.
It made me think.
Just make sure people remember.
But yeah, I think everyone did a good job acting. I thought the story was good. Without getting into anything, I thought the mystery was good. I kind of wish they hadn't given away too much, but
Some themes.
because the way they actually tell the story and unveil, they do it in a really cool way where you'll get flashes of stuff occasionally, and you're like,
Yeah.
"What does this mean?" We'll get to that later.
Occasionally.
Because it also goes into the plot device, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like actually genuinely good foreshadow. Like the editing of this movie, I think is a strength. Like absolutely good editing.
Yeah.
The title sequence of the movie was literally just 1 second. Don't blink. Blink twice. Flashes up on the screen for like literally a second. So it's like a blink and you miss a moment.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
But I missed it. What happens if I miss it?
So as much as we said it was like a horror movie, and I think you should be wary of that going into the film because if not, it'll completely catch you off guard, I reckon. But I think this movie is way funnier than I thought it would be. Like it is also
It is a bit
about
funny,
just
yeah.
as much of a comedic satire as it is a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight
To the point where sometimes maybe the tones don't balance as well as they could.
I agree.
But I think
agree.
for the most part it does work.
Yeah.
Now, I really like this film, so if I am to make a couple of critiques, if you guys will allow me,
Maybe we'll agree.
yeah, I think the third act gets just a bit too generic horror slasher sort of vibes. Oh, yeah, I don't know if it's a spoiler. I don't know. It kind of just goes in just a pretty generic direction, whereas the first two halves of the movie, not halves, 2/3, were
Yeah.
like building this intrigue, and it was like a pretty unique premise, I guess.
Yes.
And I think they did the way they were satirizing thing worked really well, and it was like it has messages, guys. It has some messages, it has some themes. And I thought they were doing it pretty well, but then the endings are just a bit kind of generic to me.
Yeah.
The other thing is dialogue. I think all of the dialogue in the movie is pretty bloody good, except for the tendency for sometimes the characters to just start monologuing for like 5 minutes about what's going on and like the theme of the movie. And there's some moments which kind of I'd be like, okay. And it's just like particularly like there's a scene where the characters are realizing what's going on. I'm not spoiling. The two best friends or whatever, not best friends, like just these two women are realizing what's going on. And so it should theoretically at that point be, you should be like at a heightened point where you're like, holy shit, this is what's going on. Everything's going to shit. But they instead go towards the comedy more. And then they kind of just have this, they start like monologuing at each other about like, hey, this is what's going on. Patriarchy, am I right?
But we
Where
already
there's
know
scene
what's
where-
going on.
Yeah, so the film's not super subtle with things. And it does kind of kill the momentum when characters start speaking. Similarly, towards the end, Channing Tatum spends 5 minutes on a monologue that I just did not like. It was like his evil... Cut that shit.
No evil.
Towards the end of the film, Channing
my eyes
Tatum
hurt.
does this like monologue.
On his motivation, say.
Yeah, and like he's like, well, this is what I'm doing, and this is how it relates to some bigger social issues or whatever. And I'm like, too much. We need to come
But I
on.
mean,
Like we're meant
and
to.
it didn't even really matter, or like, it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, what?
I also don't think it made. We'll get into that as spoilers,
Yeah.
right? But I also did not think they were that strong either. But I don't know, moments when characters kind of stopped and talked, often for the sake of comedy and like I guess social criticism or whatever, kind of killed the actual momentum of the thriller element a little bit. It's not like a huge deal, just enough for me to maybe knock off a point to be like fair.
Yeah, all right.
But I did kind of like the end of the movie. They go for a unique approach to like the very like last scene. I mean, of like what they do to resolve everything. But at the same time, it's a little bit of, oh well, they kind of let someone off the hook a little bit, in a way. When it's kind of like.
Also, doesn't that imply that maybe you're almost as bad as the bad thing because you're using the same tactics but for different purposes type beat?
Well, yeah, but like that's different. It's like, yeah, but people.
But that's
like
their revenge, right?
Yeah, and it's also like, is it revenge because is it not what the character wanted as well? Because this character's been saying this thing about stuff throughout the movie, being like, hey. Like ignorance is bliss type thing for like the whole movie, so it's a bit like, aren't you just giving them what they want because they don't have to live with the stuff they've done?
Yeah,
and isn't that counterpoint to what's?
So is it a really proper revenge?
Yeah,
or are you just taking it for yourself type beat? You know,
but this is kind of getting a bit spoilery, so I will just steer back. So it's kind of like I have a bit of problems with stuff in the third act. And the way some of the dialogue / I guess like the comedic stuff is intertwined. They're like, there are some great scenes that do balance the comedy and the horror really well throughout. And this movie got so much laughs out of the crowd. Like everyone was laughing constantly. They were loving it. They were fucking... And that made me happy because like it's always good to have other people enjoy. Even if I don't like something, other people enjoying it. It's like, that's at least something. But I did enjoy this movie, by the way.
Okay.
So like Borderlands, where everyone was fucking silent, so I was the one who had to laugh at every joke because I felt the pressure. Yeah.
He doesn't have to be locked in for this one. He can actually enjoy it.
Sit back, I was genuinely loving this fucking movie. Like it's, it's a great looking movie as well. The color palette was really nice.
There's also color themes.
Exactly, man. There are color themes, some reds, some other colors.
I want to sit back and relax to watch this one. You can't really relax.
No, I was actually on the edge of my seat. I was edging. He was locked in.
He was still locked in.
He was edging.
Yeah.
Whole lot of red, like Playboy. Cardi.
Indeed. Cinematography was really good. There's some great shots. Like long takes and stuff for different parts. Maybe there's some, the movie looks really good. The lighting is incredible. That's another thing I noticed. Really good lighting.
Oh, yeah.
Particularly when they're doing like nighttime scenes and stuff
You can see stuff at night.
You can see stuff at night. And the editing is a big one that I don't think we talk about too much with movies, but this one's like good.
Because it
towards
counts the story in it. Yeah. Real.
Yeah. And I think the soundtrack and music choices were good.
Yeah, they played some tracks. Yeah. Nice tracks from outside the movie, but also
I think the most on the nose track was there's a song where they're at the pool and the song keeps going, "Don't be scared." And I was like, cool. Thank you. Very reassuring.
Guys,
that's the vibe.
It's a little foreshadowing in it.
Yeah.
Teehee.
All right. Do we want to go spoilers?
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Let's do a bit of spoiler zone to y'all.
Yeah.
Watch out who you invite.
Yeah.
To islands.
Yeah. So obviously, this is probably inspired loosely by Epstein stuff, right?
Or people with islands.
Yeah.
Which include Mr. Epstein.
Yeah.
Is Blink Epps twice a true story?
Yeah.
Based on true events.
Actually, off the side of the flying to the island thing, I guess one of the scenes that I found a little bit awkward was like when they discover what's been going on, and what's been going on is they're getting like assaulted every night and then made to forget about it.
Yes.
Which,
fucked.
Which is fucked. Yeah, that is true.
To have someone think about that and to write about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked, but that's like...
But it could happen. in real
It
life.
could, like, it could. That's
Yeah.
what's also fucked about it. And I guess on a metaphorical sense, you could say it's kind of like extreme gaslighting, if you want to look at it
Yeah,
through
if you want to
lens, so
transfer that into, I guess, a more realistic lens.
Yeah. And obviously, it's also tied to all of, like, the patriarchy criticism and stuff like that.
I mean, it's basically if you're like drugging someone,
yeah.
you're making them unconscious, therefore they don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Basically
it
that,
is.
right?
It is like a fucking Epstein. It's like a Diddy type
Yeah,
thing. It's a
yeah, it's
fucking
like a
yeah.
Diddy
It's like a
Roofies.
Yeah.
Is that roofies?
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, but I guess
Yeah.
this is
roofie.
more to an extreme like
Next level.
science. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So the scene where like they find out what's been going on, and then they kind of just have a moment of going like, "Damn, why did we even come here, bro? That's so funny." And then they laugh about it for like too long, and I was just like, "Cool." And then they do a bit of a monologue about like all these fucking men and why do we trust these men and whatever. And it's like, cool. I can
Yeah,
get that
fair.
from the context, and I'm also POV following you guys. You don't need to tell me all of this. I've been watching you throughout your entire journey.
But I mean,
Don't need
it's
to tell me
fair
that.
to address because, you know, it also goes back to the audience. Would you follow random men?
I guess so, but like,
Yeah. Would you follow random women? Would you follow random men in red suits
yeah.
who come from the North Pole to give you gifts
Well, I wasn't sure where you're going with that. What did
and
you
make
say,
him
Santa?
your little elf? Dress you up and put you in a factory.
I only just
Are
got
you
it.
saying that Santa's kidnapping people to become elves?
Wait, do you want to be my Mrs. Claus today? Oh. Are you gonna be
Yeah.
my oh?
Santa's
Oh,
running a
no.
slave factory,
Yeah.
sweatshop.
Because, I don't know, sometimes it felt like... You remember in Barbie, how
Yeah.
there's that one scene where the mother character gives like a monologue about this is my life as a woman sort of thing?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I felt like they wanted to do that in this movie a couple of times, but never
I
really
suppose so, yeah.
managed to kind of do it. And I don't know, it's not the sort of movie where I need to... It's like, imagine if in the movie Get Out, because I feel like this is very similar to Get Out in some ways, because that's also kind of similar vibes of being trapped with like
But more racism.
another... Yeah, it's switches.
You switch
It's a
it around.
racism, it's
This one's
sexism
everything, yeah.
in this one. But yeah, I just like thinking in that one, imagine if they stopped every now and then when they're like, oh, shit's going down, and did like a big speech about how this is racist, what's going on. It's a
Yeah,
little bit of that. Yeah.
I get
And
that, yeah.
yeah, so it's kind of like there's a little weird middle point in the movie where they kind of need everyone to like remember stuff and get through that, and it's all played for jokes. Like they start doing shots of the thing, which is funny. Like it's funny in maybe a bit of a parody sense, but also like, come on, guys! I want the story to keep like we're building, and like I don't know, because then the main character goes to find the phone, and that's like intense, and it's like, oh, we're back on the, oh, is the guy gonna come or whatever? But I don't know, it's a little bit, yeah.
True. Hey.
Oh yes, one particular monologue that I thought was absolutely horrible was the one where one of the guys in the group was actually being drugged as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The skinny man.
yeah. But then Channing Tatum has this weird monologue where he goes, "You didn't help out any girls, so you're a bystander. You're just as bad as us." And I was just like,
Yo,
there's
that's
absolutely nothing in the shown in the
Yeah.
movie that insinuates that he's aware of any of this,
Well, that's
and he wasn't
another.
just
That's
drugged.
actual gaslighting.
Yeah. And I wasn't sure if that's what the filmmaker's saying or if it's just Channing
Yeah.
Tatum, and in a way
I mean,
that
it
felt
could be
weird and awkward.
True.
Because I was
But
kind of
also-
like, but the dude was a victim. He was being
was
drugged
drugged,
and I think raped as well.
But the
is
other
the
guys,
implication?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
So why did they try and... That was a weirdly uncomfortable one that I just didn't like
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Whereas actually, I think they kind of came from a better angle about the one female that's on the staff of Channing Tatum's character.
assistant lady.
Where, yeah, she forgets stuff, but that's because she wants to forget because she is actually enabling them.
Yeah.
So that was, I think, done better because that's also kind of like the, I guess, bystander sort of vibe or whatever. But like she's like legit actually enabling them, right?
Yeah.
And I thought so that was an interesting one because that's kind of a little bit of a twist of like
Yeah.
But what they did with the guy was weirdly awkward and victim blamey in a way. It's like I'm pretty sure the dude was raped in that one scene, so it's like okay, yeah, weird.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it Channing Tatum's character or is it real commentary?
And he has another funny monologue at the very end of the movie where he goes like, "This is why I'm this way, haha." I guess something happened to him as a kid or something.
Not forget moment.
And he says, "I'm sorry" a million times.
Yeah, that was
and
funny. I was like,
yeah, that scene was like awkward because I'm like, I don't think it's meant to be funny.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
But it was kind of like, I don't know.
It became funny because
Yeah.
he said it so much. It's like, okay, that's enough. But
Yeah.
They gotta work for me, man. Not for me.
So that's kind of like the main things and
it
just,
gives me a listing off the Saints moment.
yeah.
Some things just felt off about this film.
Yeah.
Some things.
But
Did
like, I
the mums
still
laugh
really
at
like
that? Sorry.
maybe, honestly, they laughed at everything.
Then what a ruckus.
Yeah, but I did enjoy. Yeah, I enjoyed the actual most of the movie. It's just like, yeah, we're finding out what's going on. Like they'll wake up and their clothes are slightly different. Like
Yeah.
they're waking up with bruises and stuff, and it's like, yeah, interesting. And yeah, if you really think about it, it's like applicable to real life stuff, and it gets even scarier. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about like a gaslighting spouse or something, domestic violence there as well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like It Ends With Us, which has the exact same thing where they go, she's misremembering everything, and then later they do a big flash reveal of like, oh, he has been domestic violence you the whole time.
Yeah,
So it's
because
done
that's
really
an
bad in that
actual
one.
trauma response, right? Just
Yeah.
changing your memories,
I
right?
do think it's a cool concept of what they're doing with the trauma response thing
Yeah.
you're talking about, and how it ties into like the perfume affects part of your brain that's traumatic memories and stuff. That was a cool device. Not cool, bad. Don't do it. But
It's a cool use of
interesting,
a
yeah.
storytelling
Yeah.
device.
Unique. Storytelling.
Yeah, and it uses the elevated horror stuff pretty well. Where it's yeah. Oh yeah. So back into some complete stuff. Yeah, I guess the ending third act is like just a lot of typical everyone has to go kill everyone sort of vibes.
Yeah,
As it
but
always
it's the
is.
Happened. It
revenge one.
just sort of happened, yeah.
I guess yeah. The kills are pretty good though. I guess so. That's one thing.
They're pretty solid. I
I
suppose.
think mums were like getting pretty
They're getting
worked
riled
up
up.
when yeah people are getting killed.
Crowd
Like, oh
gasp.
my god! Yeah, there was a bit of that.
Dang.
One twist that I don't think I really needed was the one where she had been there before,
Oh yeah.
which I kind of guessed because I can't remember. There was a reason that I guessed it.
Well, the one lady sort of saw her and was like, gave a weird look.
Red Rabbit.
Yeah.
Red Robin, Red Robin.
Red Robin.
And maybe because at the start when she's like, she has funny flashes of stuff. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know if I needed that twist. It also kind of made the movie a little bit dumber because
Funny flash.
people, her thing was she like hit her head and got her memory, like, I don't know.
I hit my
Yeah.
head
She
back
hits
and
her
forth.
head and it doesn't really do much to her. And it's like, but people also die from hitting their head in this movie, I think.
Yeah, but I
So,
guess that
I
wasn't
don't
a
know.
hard.
She just has a
hit.
fixed skull.
Yeah.
A thick skull. Man, no.
But yeah.
But then Channing Tatum's character at one point was like, "How'd you get that scar?" And
he?
the head. Yeah.
Scarface.
Maybe.
And then she's like, "I don't know."
Maybe he was testing to see.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
I mean,
Actually, yeah. And then they showed that later on, that scene where she fell.
They do.
yeah.
Yeah, and then after all the killing stuff, you get... What do you get?
She douses him with the.
Yeah, he gets forget
Yeah.
juice in
Yeah.
him. We were talking about this before. See, is it a real revenge when you're just making him forget but taking advantage of his position, but not making him suffer?
Yeah, because it's an interesting one because he constantly says like, be able to forget is a gift or something, right?
Yeah.
So he gets
He
to
gets to forget.
about everything he's done, and
And I suppose just forget a lot of things.
yeah. I guess like on her side, it's good for her because she can use him to be more powerful and also
Yeah.
shut down I assume she's shutting down his operation
Yeah.
because I think that's the implication with that one guy at the end.
The doctor
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Better help.
yeah.
Better help man. See, doesn't he also get the perfume? Because he gets the gifts.
Yeah, so I think the idea was she's like stopping that or something.
Oh, was he using them on other people's? I
Yeah,
suppose.
that's what the implication is. Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
yeah.
So like
But he
they
also
kind
forgot-
of revealed that like all of these bags, they've been giving these
Yeah.
gift bags to all of these men to take around the world. So the
Yeah.
implication is this is what guys are doing to their
He's been selling perfume.
to other women back in at home or whatever. Which I also thought was a good. No, that's it's a bad
It's
a
a-
bad thing. Don't do it. But
it's
like it was a
a-
good idea to put in the movie. Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
because it's like hey,
Good point.
societal problem,
yeah.
not just this
Spoilers
specific
and
thing.
Freud. God damn, well, you can't escape it, can you?
Therapy, who needs that? Just forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Well, yeah. Yeah, so, I don't know. Weird that I guess he doesn't really get his comeuppance. Or does he? Or does he not? I don't know. Up to you. You decide.
Make up your own
And yeah, I
story.
don't think I needed the
But
thing
what
of like
if
she's been there before because it didn't
He
really
does
matter.
what if he does get the revenge? As in, he gets tortured, but then she makes him forget. But he is suffering on the inside, physically.
Maybe, I don't know.
He gets cancer.
I think the only satisfying thing to do is what they did in what's that movie, Furiosa, and stick him down and plan to treat his dick.
Yeah.
That was a real Furiosa moment. Oh yeah. Do you have anything else to say about this film?
Channing Tatum, he'd be having layers. Just like when he was a spaceman.
Yeah. I thought that the forgetting was gonna be like in the vape or something. Because I
Yeah.
assumed they're forgetting about stuff. Like,
Wasn't it?
well,
I mean, that's
no,
how
it was
she.
in the perfume.
That's
But
how
didn't
she
she do
made
something
him.
with his vape?
Oh no, yeah, no. At the
yeah.
end, she
Yeah.
does. At the end, I
Yeah.
just meant in general throughout the movie. I was
Okay.
trying to figure out what's causing the to lose memory, and I realized that the venom from the snake was going to be the antidote
the
pretty early on
key.
as well because of just what was going on with Jess at the time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Jesse.
Just
rest in peace, Jess. You were a real one.
Shout out to the cleaning lady who said, Red Rabbit, drink the poison. Red Rabbit.
Yeah. Oh, I thought those other girls were gonna die from drinking too much poison at one point.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like,
I mean, how poisonous was that poison? They'd be drinking a lot of that.
imagine the first person to be bitten by the snake and realize, this is making me remember stuff.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Actually, it's venom, not poison. Actually,
You.
Ooh.
It was venom, wasn't it?
well,
Gonna taste that venom.
because if it's
I
meant to
am
be
Venom.
done on the attack, like a snake biting thing, it's venom.
Venom.
But what if
Poison's
it's like
defense.
farmed venom, like the bottle of venom? Is this still venom?
Well, you just called it a bottle of venom.
They didn't call it venom in the movie, so. Venom.
be a-
Actually,
It should be a bottle of symbiote juice.
Alright, shall we go to some verdicts, nerds?
All right.
venom
Verdict.
symbiote juice.
Yeah, do you think venom? How does venom reproduce?
He splits off.
He does. He's the what do you call it? Asexual being. That's crazy.
That's so true.
That's
That's
so
true.
True.
Do
Man.
aliens even
Like
have
nah,
it?
he gets like he becomes what do you call it? Eddie Brooks' girlfriend at one point, remember? And kisses
Does he?
him.
No.
Yeah, in the very first one.
That's so real. What's this movie called? Blink,
Blink
twice. Did they blink
Not
twice?
Venom.
Twice? Yeah.
Twice. They should do a twice cameo in this movie. But it's a good film, I suppose. I got the thrills, I got the chills, and with all the frills. So I'm gonna give this one a solid 7.5.
I would agree, 7.5 for its execution.
I like this a lot in a year of pretty bad horror, except for something we watched recently, I think, that I liked, maybe.
Wasn't this like 2?
Wait, we watched something really recently that was a horror movie.
Exorcism.
Fucking, no, Alien.
Alien.
Oh,
Alien was really
yeah.
fucking good.
Yes.
This one, I reckon, watch it if you like,
Channing Tatum.
if you like Channing Tatum. Maybe like Get Out, sort of.
Yeah.
Ready or Not, maybe. I don't know.
And if you're a mum doing nothing on a Monday.
Yeah. For your $10 ticket.
Yeah.
$10.
I thought this was, a great movie. Some of the third act stuff's a bit weak, and sometimes the comedy, funny satire stuff does kind of undermine the thriller
core
elements.
thrillings.
But I think this is actually a certified banger and one of the better movies I've seen this year. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. I like this one a lot, guys. I did. Also, it's a directorial debut.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know,
that's incredible for a
that's
directorial
fair.
debut. Yeah.
Pretty good one.
Bangers.
That gives us a... What does that give us, an 8?
Sure.
Sure.
8 out of 10, baby. Watch it if you watch it.
Watch it if you watch it. What are we watching next week, Dio? You tell me.
We were watching the Transformers movie.
No, that's not out yet. I don't think.
I think
we've
that's
got
coming
September.
out, yes. What
So
is
I'm gonna-
coming out?
What's in the roll switch?
Wings of
Mothman.
Glory.
Oh no, not the most. It's like it goes like
Eagle.
The Falcon
Close,
and the
close,
Winter
close.
Soldier.
Peregrine.
I think black.
The owl. Stop
Venom
being
2?
racist, bro.
No, I mean a black bird.
The
Oh.
Crow.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, I
What?
want to watch The Crow next week.
Dude, is Russell in it?
He
No.
better be.
But
I
it
just
is-
fucking was taking a piss.
It's the remake of The Crow, like the other movie that
Uh-huh.
Bruce Lee's son passed away in, making the movie.
Okay.
In the
It's
movie?
like one of the.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. I'm looking at Jen because you went to. You fucking know.
He's looking at him laugh.
Oh, okay. But yeah. Because that's So the previous Crow movie was one of the big incidents of having a gun fired live on set.
Oh crap!
Yeah, and then there was
Alec
like the Ross
Baldwin.
one like a couple years ago or something, and I think
Yeah.
and so one of the stunt coordinators or something on that was
Sorry.
what about this is funny to you?
Nothing.
God damn
It's
it.
just like him laughing, and
You're
you're
still
like,
thinking about me laughing.
Right.
Well,
All right. Well, I was going to give you a cool bit of trivia, but I guess not. All right.
I'm
we'll
sorry, I
fast
need a
it.
detox.
All right.
right,
Do
yeah.
what's the end thing we do?
Yeah,
Shout out the rest
shout
of our
out to the Unholy
Shout out
Trinity
to
Pod.
us.
stuff. Yeah. Where are we?
Where are we?
We're on Spotify.
North Macedonia.
We're on Apple Podcasts. We're in North Macedonia.
We're losing
Yeah.
our fucking
We're
minds.
on YouTube.
We're on YouTube. New episodes. Out.
Yeah.
I needed to make a reel of the quiz, but I haven't.
Yeah, we got to promote that shit.
Yeah, watch our quiz video. It's mad.
Your voice has changed dramatically since that last sentence.
Did it?
Oh no,
He's
you're
on
back.
helium.
There's like a moment where you sounded like you're a bit on helium. I think it's from the laughter.
You know who else is on helium?
What?
Kanye.
No, he's on
Oh, he's
nitrogen
on nitrous.
oxide. or
Same
something.
thing.
Count the hours.
Same thing.
Anyway, who hasn't been a bit on nitrous oxide?
Is that Nangs?
Yes.
I guess Kanye's been on Nangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, check out the Spotify, the YouTubes, the socials, Instagram at unholy.pod, the
Email?
TikTok at unholy.pod. Email us at 3.unholy.things@gmail.com for email purposes, if
And
you
if
may.
Yeah. Sorry. No, you
If
go.
the Australian office does Nangs, we'll do Nangs as well.
Sure.
Yeah, and
We'll
sponsor
do it
us.
live on the podcast.
Can Nangs sponsor us?
Nangs, it's not a company.
What's the company that makes Nangs?
It's no, it's do you know what? They're literally just fucking nitrous oxide
Yeah,
gas.
but what's the factory in China that keeps making nitrous oxide fucking capsules?
I don't know. Fucking
Xinhua Limited.
you can just I don't know. Anyway, I understand if you guys don't listen to the pod after this. This has been a fucked episode.
But
Yeah,
if you watch next week, we'll be in a different location, so
And we'll be watching The Crow.
and The Crow. So look out for that, you know. So keep watching, eh?
Thanks for watching the most skippable The Unholy Trinity podcast episode.
And we'll see you again next week.
I'm
Bye
the
bye.
Crow. Is that what a crow sounds like?
There should be a crow sound effect for a silence of no funny.
I'm the Crow.
No, they're more like
Rick and Morty Crow.
I'm
Yeah,
Crow
they do
Rick.
I'm a crow, Morty. I'm a crow.
it's a crowbar. This
All
shit
right,
to
that'll
get
be
it
the
out.
next character coming to our podcast next week. Special guest, The Crow.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.